Hello, today we're looking at Deepin 15.4 RC2, and as you can see, a lot have changed since the previous release of Deepin 15.4 RC. First glance, of course, is the wallpaper. All new wallpapers, we will have a look at it now, and some cool things they've done with the wallpaper. Second thing, as you can notice immediately, is a new pointer for the mouse, and a whole new set of default pointers has been released. We will have a look at it also a bit later on. So let's start. Yeah, so the dustbin, the dress is still the dress. The time also got a little bit of a change. You can, of course, just click on it. It's still the same. But if you go to settings of the time, you can have a 12-hour time or a 24-hour time. Because it's 9 o'clock in the morning, nothing changed. But you can choose between, like, on the 12 hour, just every 12 hours switch around, which is nice. A very nice tool to have. And yeah, the time settings, as you can see, the settings still looks beautiful. The locking screen also looks absolutely perfect there. Their Wetterbox experience is also improved, because normally my screen was always messed up when I log into Wetterbox. Every time I had to configure the display and things like that. Here, just when you're logging, you still get, I don't know if anybody else except for me are using it on Wetterbox to just check it out. You get like a blue stripe, and I still have to make my screen minimize and maximize it to get it to work. But that's already much better, yeah. So the internet connection is still the same. Power settings. It's still the same nice screen. Volume still absolutely the same. The control center, let's have a look here. These are notifications and these are weather. I love this notification center. I can't get over how beautiful it is. And yeah, so basically one theme which I've bothered. Let's look at the theme before we speak about. It's very heavy on like resources. I'm running this little box with 2 GB of RAM and a 1-core R5 system, and as you can see, it hangs. It needs more RAM, so you have to have a pretty decent machine to run. And because it makes it so flashy and beautiful, it all needs power. Oh, I just by accident moved it to the sieve. As you can see, I'm doing it really, and I mean really, just that you can live. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. This is me just looking around with you. The dark theme, let's put it on the dark theme. We know the default theme is beautiful. The dark theme, I don't know yet if it's totally well integrated with the system. As you can see, this is the sea theme. It looks much better, the icons. I love the dolphin. And then the default theme. And then the flatter theme. They're all beautiful. I'm going to go for the default for the sake of this video. As you can see, the cursors options. This is a new one which we currently use, but you can go for the white normal one. So they're all still here, just a new one is added, and it looks pretty much neat. Yeah, I like it very much. And yeah, so let's continue. One thing which I noticed in the past releases of Deepin 15.4 is that the system language, if it's not English or, and I presume, Chinese, are pretty pretty bad. And I was wondering if they changed it. So let's have a look. I'll pick a language which I'm familiar with, as I'm South African. Afrikaans is my mother tongue, so let's choose it because it's not a very well used language all over the world, so it's a good one to change. To choose to see if they fix up all the languages or only some, or not yet at all. Ubuntu. As you can see, the login screen looks beautiful. It's like this is the, as you can see this line here. This is what I speak about the weather box. I'm not sure if it will just fix it up or if I have to like make it a full screen and then let's make it quickly in full screen. As you can see, this is my PC, and make it full screen again and see if it will fix it. Not yet, and there it goes. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's needed. Beheercentrum, it sounds like Afrikaans to me. Time is in Afrikaans. The resolution looks beautiful. This is still in English, this is still in English, this is still in English. So it's not there yet. Yes, as you can see, everything is still in English. Let's try a bit more well-used language in the world also. Not because let's try for Russian. As Russian is quite a well-used language, and I know Russian wasn't good because one of my friends who I'm working with is also used Deepin for a while, 14.4, and he is Russian, so I know it was also not perfect. So let's have a look. As I'm living in Russia. South African in Russian. That's where you get my accent. If you wonder what type of accent is this guy using. It's just trying to sound syllables just because I can speak about nearly 3 languages. So let's have a look. That is all Russian. That's all Russian. This is names in Pittsburgh English. But here everything is Russian. This was not like this before, so they clearly worked on the languages. Afrikaans, because so few people use it, I can understand why it's not. But the Russian is fully translated. It was not like that before. And it's awesome. So let's go back to English. Sorry. Let's do this. English. Let's go for British English. Yeah, so as you can see, they fixed most of the major languages. And that's absolutely awesome. And then we wait. And let's log out. You can see everything is in Russian. It's absolutely awesome. Let's quickly do it again. I'm sorry for the lack of professional, but it's needed. And yeah, so let's go to, this is Chrome, normal Chrome, up to date, Deepin movie. It's also still pretty much the same stuff. Beautiful, of course. Music is also pretty much the same. There are still some awesome new features in there, so I don't think it's just the same, and you can stop already. As you can see, the document is not everywhere yet, but that's awesome to make a black thing like that. The Deepin store, they got some new software inside the store. So if there's anything specific which you're looking for, then they might just have gotten it for you. As you can see, the Deepin's voice recorder is the newest part of the family, and it's also already pre-installed in this one. And there's many nice apps. I love the store. I think it's one of the best ones. I want to install LibreOffice today actually, because over the sea is LibreOffice 5.3 or what version of LibreOffice it is. I don't have a clue what version this is, but let's have a look. I'm just fascinated to see what version of LibreOffice this is, but let's continue while this is running. It might make my computer a bit slower. Please be aware of that. And as you can see, the file system doesn't have a black theme yet, which is a disappointment. But the dark theme is new and they will fix it up eventually. Let's go to the multitasking. This is something new. He said, multitasking new? Why? They've had it for ages, but they got a nice new feature. As you can see, every new window got a new wallpaper. But of course you can change it afterwards, and I will show you soon how to do it. But this just helps to make it more multitasking pro, that you can know exactly every window got a different pixel by default. And if you add a new one, you just get a new one. So it's absolutely awesome. Much easier to move around because you know that like this one is for work and this one is for office. Of course, in the previous releases of Deepin 15.4 you were able to change them each manually. In the 15.3 they were all the same color, and it's cool, it's new. I don't know of any other operating system which have the same option like this at the very moment. It's still installing, and this is of course how I show desktop window. And let's go now to the launcher. As you can see, it's quite quick to response. They got the Deepin voice recorder now, which is the newest part of the family of Deepin, also new to this RC2 release. So this RC2 release is really beautiful. And I really enjoy it because I'm recording on my main system. It is not mic connected to this Virtualbox system. That's why it doesn't pick up anything, but otherwise it's working like a star. And what else is here to see? There's some awesome stuff to see. I'm not just saying it to mess you up, but I want to quickly show you the system monitor. And then I want to show you, see the nice dark theme, even though this is white, inside. But you can see what I'm using, 1.1 gigabyte of RAM, and my CPU is being drilled quite a lot, and it's just with doing nothing. If you go to crossover, you say, but they always have crossover, and what's new about it? It's updated the version to crossover 16, the latest. They moved from 15 to 16. Very cool, and it's a very nice app. If you're not familiar with crossover, I'm thinking, why is this a big thing? It helps you install most of the familiar and most used programs of Windows on Linux. On other operating systems you have to pay about $40 for this. On Deepin it's free. And yeah, if you quickly left click, this all normal things. Open the terminal. The terminal is beautiful. Let's have a look again. They haven't changed anything. You can choose your themes. You have custom commands. You switch themes. I love, and there's many of them. And if you have used Deepin in the past and you're thinking why, one thing I like Deepin. I like the color, but it's just so slow. The repos when you have to update, they fix it quite a lot. So that's really awesome. So let's quickly just say, open up a terminal. I press Ctrl Alt and T together and sudo apt update. Type a password. Let me just show you the repos and hopefully they won't let me down. As you can see, it's much. You say it's okay, but if you have used Deepin in the past, you know that this is quite nice and speedy. It's like 20. You need 73 megabytes, which is quite a lot for the past for Deepin. As you can see, it's running decently. It's not like in the past where you had to wait ages for it to go, so that's awesome. Let's put it here and let's minimize this. You can keep track of it and continue here. Display settings still the same, corner settings still the same. Set wallpaper. See, they got all new wallpapers here. And you have a full screen to look at wallpapers. This is awesome. And I got lots of cool wallpapers. So let's choose something interesting. Like this. And as you can see, the internet is really decent. And yeah, the panel is still the same. You can have a mode, efficient mode, and the rest is all still absolutely the same. So let's see if LibreOffice is finished installed. We are getting finished with this video now. Still not finished up, which is crazy. It's mad, dude. It's mad how long it takes, but I guess it's part of the fun of making nearly a live video inside of it. So it took 90 seconds to download 74. And it's an error because we was installing LibreOffice, but you saw the download speed was really good compared to the past. And LibreOffice is still waiting for us. I will fast forward this video just to make this video not so long. I will just keep the screen open like this. Wonderful. So LibreOffice installed. Let's see what version of LibreOffice it installed. So let's go to the launcher. If it allows us to. Oh, sorry. And as you can see, LibreOffice looks pretty beautiful. Let's open up the text editor. It's LibreOffice 5. Which is a good thing. And it is 5.1.5.2. So it's not the latest, but it's a decent version of LibreOffice. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Yeah.